Honestly, yeah. When I was walking around this place, I saw a lot of Koreans, and it's like they visit this place like for fun, just for fun. I mean, they don't feel that that place is like a place for memory to remember that it was big tragic for Korea.
As a foreigner who has a basic understanding of the Korean conflict, the DMZ is a visual monument to the conflict. It's one that, at least as a student of history, I've read about in the books and I've listened to lectures about in the classroom, but it's never one that I've had the experience or the opportunity to witness firsthand. So it's been very, very good for me to at least deepen my understanding by coming in person. I think that the government of Korea has done a very good job preserving it. Obviously, the presentation is the perspective of the South Korean government, but nonetheless, I found it deeply informative.
I think it's very interesting to see all the history here and what impact it's had on people's lives. So I think it's very interesting.
Oh, so DMZ was like number one in my to-do list in Korea. So I heard a lot about DMZ. Actually, my major is history.
History.
Yeah, that's why. So I really like to visit historical places, and it's the most. I think it's the most popular place in Korea.
Yes.
So that's why I'm here. So after that separation of Korea in two parts, I think it's a big tragic part of Korean history.
Yeah.
It's really sad that one nation, two country. Yeah, honestly, yeah. When I was walking around this place, I saw a lot of Koreans, and it's like they visit this place like for fun, just for fun. I mean, they don't feel that that place is like a place for memory to remember that it was big tragic for Korea.
I saw a statue of the leader. I think I saw what I understood to be the statue, but the other things that I was able to see, and that was one of the most interesting parts of the trip, was the North Korean soldiers at some of the patrol stops. There seemed to be some activity to actually observe it and witness people, human beings, driving around in cars along a fence. Gives it a new dimension, a new flavor.
I couldn't find it, so we looked through the telescope, but we couldn't find it.
I'm aware that North Korea is a tightly regulated society. I am aware of that. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, I have heard that. Yeah, that it's like propaganda, right? Yes, I think it's crazy to order people to be happy, right? It's not something you can order people to do.
It's an interesting concept. I don't know what the North Korean perspective on reunification is. From my time here, and certainly throughout the day, I've understood that to be the desire, the aspiration of the South Korean people and the South Korean government. I think that reunification in principle is a wonderful idea. How it happens in practice and the mechanics of how that process unfolds is obviously going to be a very, very complicated and time-consuming process. It's one that I don't really know enough about to offer an opinion, but generally speaking, it sounds like a lovely thought.
I think it would be amazing if it happens, and I hope one day that will become true.
Centuries-old Buddhist temples.
Oh, you're wrong. What? Congratulations, you're wrong. Oh.
Yeah, what a twist! What a twist!